as far as culture, I'd say one of the most, um, how do you say, like the most, the thing that classifies as the most, or that distinguishes Mexico most, is it's extremely Catholic. That does cause some problems for the work. Almost everybody's Catholic. If you go into people's houses, they'll have like their idols or their statues of the saints and the Virgin Mary, like decorating their whole house. So that's a little bit odd at first and can frustrate the work occasionally. But also I think it gives Mexico a unique feel. But yeah, everybody has the basic same Catholic beliefs, and even though everybody has varying levels of dedication, everybody identifies themselves as Catholic. I'd say over 90% of people do. Other aspects of the culture, they love soccer. I think everybody knows that soccer is a big deal. During big game nights, you'll be walking down the street trying to knock on doors and proselyte, and you'll just hear like an entire neighborhood shout when there's a goal made in soccer, and it's pretty cool. I'd say also Mexican culture is pretty open again. We'd be walking down the street and we'd see families have their barbecue on their front lawns, or well, in front of their house, and you just get shouted by random people to join them for like a piece of chicken or whatever. Like you'd get invited to barbecues. Mexican people are very sharing and open and willing to give a lot. Sometimes they're not willing to accept the gospel, but they're always willing to give you a sandwich or something. It's very open, and they love to have guests and entertain. There's a lot of pride, a lot of national pride, I'd say. A lot of people are very proud to be Mexican and part of, and the different things that go along with being Mexican. Though, however, that doesn't mean that they're at all against other countries or cultures. Like it's very popular to be an American there. Most Mexicans respect American culture a lot, and you're a bit of a celebrity occasionally just for being a white guy in a white shirt. What else? I'd say the one thing, the do's and don'ts. Do's is if somebody offers you something. In American culture, it's not necessarily this way. A lot of people feel uncomfortable with accepting stuff when offered, food or whatever it is. But you should accept anything you're offered in Mexico, because people get pretty offended if you don't accept stuff, especially food, like seconds if you're eating with the members, or even strangers. If they offer you something, you need to accept it, otherwise you'll offend them quite a bit. Also, sometimes in American culture, I say we have this idea where you can sort of be a little bit rude to your friends, and it's a joke. You can call your friends stupid sort of jokingly, or make jokes that are, sort of mean, but people understand it as being like good-natured. But in Mexico, they're not usually very understanding of that. If you call somebody stupid, they literally think you're calling them stupid, and that's pretty offensive generally. People take things for what they mean, so you have to be pretty careful what you say to people to make sure that it's not misinterpreted. Also, I guess even more so since you're a missionary, they expect a higher standard from you, because even if they don't know who the Mormon Church is or what the Mormon Church is, they recognize you as the brothers of some Christian church. So they expect something higher from you. But even if you weren't, you need to be pretty tactful.